You're listening to Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast with your boy E-Man.
Yo, what is up, everybody? This is your boy E-Man coming at y'all, baby. Episode 38. That's right, boys and girls. We are nearing the All-Star celebration weekend for the NBA, as today is Sunday, and the All-Star game is about to pop off in a little bit. So, and after that, of course, we are popping off the second half of the NBA season, which so far the first half of the season of this 2018-19 NBA season has had a lot of drama. We've seen some crazy things. You know, we know that LeBron James went to LA, didn't know how much of a dramatic impact that's going to have on the Cavs, how much of a downslope that's going to make that team, because he's done this before, and every time he leaves that franchise in a complete mess. And every franchise he joins, he kind of starts a lot of drama, just like he has the Lakers right now with this whole Anthony Davis recruiting and tampering, bringing the morale down to that team. And right now they're really struggling to even make the playoffs. So let's see what happens in the second half with that. LeBron has proven himself that he's able to recover and bring it back and then make a run for it. But this is not the East, and I don't think LeBron has enough gas in him. Don't be surprised if he starts claiming hurt again. But anyway, that's not the greatest thing that happened this season so far. Great news. LeBron leaves the East, and all of a sudden, Giannis Antetokounmpo becomes the man in the Eastern Conference, taking the Bucks team to the first seed in the Eastern Conference. I think also the best record in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard comes from San Antonio to Toronto, and Toronto becomes a complete contender. All right, they made some trades now with Paul Gasol, which is great stuff, man. Everybody thought that, oh my God, how is the East gonna look? The Eastern Conference is looking pretty solid after LeBron left it. No worries. Antetokounmpo is Giannis Antetokounmpo is doing his thing, taking his throne. Kawhi Leonard is playing hard and really, really hard and strong over here, and he's putting that team in contention. So far the Boston Celtics surprisingly is not leading the pack of that Eastern Conference. They have a lot of issues themselves, even though they have the most talent. Let's wait. I think they're going to get it together and they're going to make a run for it. So you're getting a lot of good stuff, man, that's happened this year so far. But to me, and I've mentioned this already, I have covered Luka Doncic already like 3 times during this NBA season, whether it was via podcast or making an NBA YouTube video about him, a reaction video. It's funny because I'm on the bandwagon, dude. I'm on the kid's nuts. There's no doubt about it. The more I watch him play, the more I get excited about him. And it's funny because, right now, through 54 games of regular season, I decided to pull up his numbers, right? And I wanted to compare him to LeBron James, because I remember when LeBron James came up in 2003 and 4. You know what I mean? The hype, not as much as this kid. This kid has some hype, but everybody was hyping LeBron James up. And I wanted to see what kind of numbers, man, he's putting up, because I remember LeBron playing very similar to this kid, or Luka playing very similar to LeBron. Again, I am on the kid's bandwagon. I'm on the Luka bandwagon all day, every day. And I'm going to keep talking about this cat because I like the way he plays, and I get excited when he plays, and I enjoy his style of basketball. I am not saying, and don't get this twisted, when I start talking about stats and comparing to LeBron's stats, I am not saying he's next LeBron James, but he is putting LeBron numbers if you compare them to LeBron's rookie season of 2003. Very similar numbers, and on some occasions, his numbers are even better on some of the stats than LeBron. Yo, I am not going to go into this analytic warpath like some of these people do per 24 minutes. I'm just going to give you old school stats per stats. We're going to compare apples to apples, orange to orange, right? Scoring, points per game. LeBron played 79 games in 2003 and 04. Luka has played 54 so far. LeBron averaged 20.9 points a game. Luka is averaging 20.8. That's a wash. Exactly the same freaking numbers in scoring wise. Rebounds per game. Total rebounds per game. Not talking about offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. Total rebounds per game. LeBron averaged 5.5 rebounds per game in his rookie season. Luka is averaging 7.1 rebounds per game. That's 2 more than LeBron. Almost 2 more than LeBron. Pretty sick. All right, LeBron averaged 5.9 assists per game. Luka is averaging 5.5. That's another wash. Scoring is a wash. Assists is a wash. A little bit slightly higher. Rebounds is the only big difference so far we've seen. Shooting percentage. Overall shooting percentage. LeBron shot 43%, 43.8% from the field. During this rookie season, Luka is averaging 43.3%. Exactly alike. Field goal, 3-point field goal percentage. Luka is averaging 34.8, almost 35. LeBron averaged 29. This is the big reasons, and I'm going to tell you exactly who I think Luka resembles. Who do he reminds me of? after we finish with these stats. Free throws, LeBron shot better free throw at 75.4%. Luka is 72.2. All said and done, you take these numbers, when you're looking at them, Luka Doncic has almost identical stats to LeBron's James rookie season. What does this mean? Does this mean he's the next LeBron? No, he's not, dude. Completely different players. Luka has a jump shot. He's a way better shooter than he is right now from the outside in his rookie season at 19 years old than LeBron will ever be. LeBron is 100 times more athletic, more of a physical specimen. You know what I mean? And Luka is never going to have the athleticism. Never, even if he takes PEDs for the rest of his career or gets more, if he's never going to be that athlete and that specimen LeBron is. Never. So no, they're not the same player. Whether Luka's putting similar numbers to LeBron, that is true. Similarities to me, same court vision and visibility. Both cats can make other players better at 6'7", 6'8", from the small forward position. Both guys rebound well, and they got to put points on the board. Unbelievable. When I see Luka Doncic, right? Again, not the next LeBron James. I'm not nowhere near LeBron James. I'm not comparing him to the kind of player LeBron James is. To me, Luka is a hybrid of two of the players with LeBron, and is the first Luka Doncic in this league. All right, for real. So when I look at Luka, I see again the passing ability to make others better, like LeBron, the ability to rebound for somebody that could be a two guard or a small forward and take off and make that crazy pass and hitting shooters and making other players come together. That's what I see up ahead about LeBron. And I mean, you have to agree with that because their stats are almost similar to when LeBron was a 19-year-old rookie back in 2003. But what I also see about Luka is some of James Harden's abilities. So Luka, he has that one-on-one ability, game to create his own shot of the dribble, whether it's beating a defender and driving to the basket and scoring, or step back and hit a mid-range jump shot, or a 6-step back that he has like James Harden and hit a long three. Again, I don't think he's athletic. He's as fast as James Harden. He's nowhere near as athletic as LeBron, but he has those abilities. But what I also see about Luka so far in this young season is, his ability, man. Like, I see the killer instinct. He enjoys the game by far. Loves playing the game of basketball. Enjoying running up and down that court and passing the rock and hitting threes and laughing, right? I mean, he's a goofy looking bastard, no doubt about it. But I see the killer instinct. Craving the big shots and the big opportunities. Taking over games, whether it's scoring 11 straight points or scoring at a capacity of like 13 or 15 points in a quarter, in the fourth quarter, to put this team up. Hitting that shot, that big three that put their team ahead, or that buzzer beater from half court or from three and to end the quarter or a game. Dude, he reminds me, he has that killer instinct of Kobe Bryant. For real, man. So those are the three things I see about Luka. He's a hybrid between LeBron, James Harden, and Kobe freaking Bryant, bro. No doubt. He's nowhere near as athletic as any of those guys. Nowhere near as fast as any of those guys. But he has a little bit of each individual. LeBron's passing ability, court vision, rebounding. James Harden ability to play one-on-one, beat cats off the dribble, and that sick-ass step back. And Kobe Bryant's killer instinct of taking the big shot and hitting. That clutch mentality. That killer mentality, baby. You know what? Luka Doncic is a Slovenian freaking Mamba. Slovenian Mamba. Print it, baby. Hashtag Luka Doncic, Slovenian Mamba. He's a Slovenian freaking Mamba because this kid is a killer. And he loves the big stage. He's not afraid of the big stage. Only 19 years old. And I was blown when I decided to look up LeBron's stats. And I knew LeBron was averaging like 22 a game. That's what I thought. Because I remember when LeBron was a rookie. And I never saw anybody do what LeBron was doing at that time, at that young age, coming into the league. But when I put up these numbers, man, and the scoring is almost identical, almost, 20.8 to 20.9. Luka has 7.1 rebounds, LeBron 5.5. Assists are almost similar. Field goal the same. A little higher on Luka for 3-point percentage, and then free throws LeBron is higher. Man, these numbers are a wash. It's like you have the same game. Wow. It's funny. You look at Luka Doncic, right? And to me, Luka Doncic is like the Billy Hoyle of the NBA. You know who Billy Hoyle is? Remember White Man Can't Jump, Woody Harrelson? You look at Luka, you go to the court, and you're picking him last. Yo, pick the white boy. The white boy's getting picked last, and everybody's complaining about that. And then he comes over there and hits a 1-2 step, takes us to the rack, and you're like, oh, damn, what happened there? and then comes back and hit the J in your face. That's what Luka Doncic reminds me of. Billy Hoyle from White Man Can't Jump. Yo, he doesn't look like he could play. Doesn't have an NBA body. That dude ain't fit. He ain't chiseled like LeBron. That dude ain't got no shape, man. I mean, he might have a little gut in him. But bro, that's a bad Slovenian white boy right there. The Slovenian Mamba steps into the court. People are enjoying watching this kid, and so am I. And I'm going to be on this kid's tip all year long if he keeps putting up numbers like this and highlights like this because, yo, he's the real deal. I joked about it when the first podcast I ever made with me and my boy J-Rock. We joked around him in the when we did a reaction on the possible NBA draft and draft picks and draft positions, and I made fun of him. You know, and I watched him tape of him in Spain, but I wasn't too into him until he finally started watching more tape of Spain and then here. The kid's a real deal, man. The Slovenian Mamba. That's Luka Doncic right there. Yo, all game, all day, every day, man. That's Luka Doncic, the Slovenian Mamba. Now, moving on to some football, baby. Here we are. February, mid-February, baby. Super Bowl's over, NFL's over. But we got a little league out there who wants to make a name for themselves called what's the name of this league? The AAF, the American Alliance of Football. Second week, we're in week number 2 this week, and they opened up last week. I want to give you my thoughts on this little league right here, man. On this little American Alliance of Football, the AAF. First and foremost, let's go over some of the rules, the difference from the NFL, right? No kickoffs or extra point kicks. The possessions begin at their own 25-yard line, and you must attempt a 2-point conversion. Onside conversion, 4th and 12 from their own 28. You must be down by 17 points or more, or trail with 5 minutes or less in the fourth quarter. They have the Sky Judge, which could correct obvious and egregious errors. So they got somebody that could correct the actual refs if they got it wrong. 1 possession for each team from opponent's 10-yard line in overtime. So they're trying to make this league their message is, hey, we are more efficient and we are a transparent league. So we're going to make sure that we get all the plays right. And so far, they look like a bunch of cab drivers are playing over here. You know, you got a lot of washed-up NFL players and all that good stuff. And some guys from college, I didn't get drafted and all that good deal. But, you know, it's winter football. It's like, or spring football, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how many games. I know they have like 8 teams, and I don't know how many games altogether. I didn't go into much detail, but I did understand that when it debuted last week, it beat the NBA on NBC on a head-to-head overnight rating with both of their games. 2-1, the Houston OKC game, and 2-0. So wow. And I heard some noise too that this little league right here has tried to recruit Tim Tebow, but you know, he said, no, I'm going to go ahead and stick to baseball. They try to recruit Kaepernick, but he asked $20 million to play with them, which is ridiculous. They've only paid like $250 for like a 3-year contract. So Kaepernick is on crack again by asking $20 million. And we all know why he asked for $20 million, because he wasn't going to play to begin with. And he was already probably settling his lawsuit with the NFL. Can that be that he got more than $20 million from the NFL? I don't know. But my thoughts on this league, right? And like I said, I'm vaguely familiar with it. I haven't gone into much detail. It's only the second week. I don't even know who played this week. I'm not going to go into specific games. I'm going to let this ride for a little bit because I hate to go into something, dive into something big, and then, you know, it goes up in smoke and then I just wasted my time. But my thoughts of what the potential of the AAF can be is that bridge from those high school players that do not make it to the college game, who are qualified, but maybe because of grades prevent them from, you know, there's a lot of stupid high school players that are very gifted athletically, but they make it to college and drop out because they can't keep the TB grade for the class, like cooking or shop or TV or whatever the hell it is. And also, this could be for that high school player who doesn't want to be in college for 3 years. The rule is you got to play at least 3 years of college, or you got to be 3 years in college from the age of 19 or something like that. So at 22 is when you could go up there. Something like that to get drafted. I think if you go to the AF, you could play for 2 years, bridge your thing, get some money, or play for the 3 years and get your money, and then join the NFL draft. Or if you're that college player who doesn't want to be in college for 3 years, but you know what, dude? I am going to go play 1 year in college, 2 years in college, and then play my last year of eligibility in the AF, get paid a little bit of money, and actually maybe play a higher level of football because I'm playing against former pros, people that had a cup of tea in the NFL. And I'm also playing with other coaches that are that have NFL backgrounds. There's a lot of coaches. Steve Spurrier is one of them. I mean, there's a lot of coaches that were former NFL coaches, assistant coaches. So maybe some of these players, I'll play 2 years of college, 1 year of college, play 2 in the AAF, get paid a little bit, and then learn more and play, I guess, a higher quality and maybe help my draft position up. That's what I think. I think this could be a bridge, the minor league for the NFL, if it's done correctly. And the AAF, I think, is calling it correctly. They don't want to battle the NFL. They don't want to compete with them. They might want to play side by side with them. You know what I mean? They want to play in the sense of like create their own G League kind of thing like the NBA is. Maybe this could be the G League for the NFL, the AAF. Get some players in there, develop, and boom, hit the NFL. Become a free agent after you've been here for a couple of years or maybe one. That's what I would think. I think that's what the potential of this league could be. This could be the G League of the NFL. The American Alliance Football League here, or the AAF, can be the G League that they have in the NBA for the NFL. This could be their role. This is how they're going to be successful. This is how they may stick around and make money, and also probably be that developmental league, because this is definitely a minor league. There's definitely minor leagues. But yo, not bad. First weekend, beating the NBA head to head. I don't know about week 2. I haven't looked at any numbers yet, ratings wise, but I know you had All-Star Saturday night. You got the All-Star game tonight. That might be a little problem for this AAF, but hey, the American Alliance of Football had a great opening weekend. To me, has the potential to be that minor league development system that can help players develop to move on to the NFL, whether it's guys that go straight to to the AAF from high school, or whether they play a couple of years in college, or whether they even get drafted from the NFL after their 4 years of college, but then they play a couple of years here and develop to a decent player. This could be another pool of talent and development that could help the NFL brand recruit better players. Look at players like Edelman, 4th round, Brady. Imagine if they could play a tad higher level than college if these players were not drafted or were dropped, which what the AAF would be. Should be a higher level of competition than college, because it's being ran, plays are being ran pro style as opposed to the college game. Interesting. I think has the potential. Dick Ebersol is going round 2. It fell for the XFL the first time around, but I think Dick Ebersol this time doesn't have Vince McMahon talking crap to his ear about bringing The Rock or Stone Cold to open games, right? But yeah, let's see what this little league, this little American Alliance of Football League takes it, how far it goes. See how far it goes, and let's see what do we have. So I'll probably start watching if this thing keeps buzzing. If it buzzes and it keeps getting positive reviews and positive ratings, your boy may have to start doing a weekly recap of the AAF like he does the NFL. I don't think so. But anyways, I just wanted to give you my thoughts of the American Alliance of Football and what the potential that I think this league has, and up to what level and where can it get to. Definitely, it could be the developmental league for the NFL, the G League of the NFL. That's where I think this league can make it. That's what it can make his money. That's what it can make his grind. That's what I think it could staple and cement their legacy. Yo, that's it. This is all I got for you guys this week. Again, to all my loyal listeners, thank you very much for listening. I took a little longer this week. It was like about a week and a half since I published my last episode. I had a couple of things going, but your boys, again, he got to make it every week. All my loyal listeners, thank you for listening. I do appreciate you guys. Keep hammering it, and keep subscribing, and for all the new listeners that come week after week, and they join up and hit the podcast, whichever way, any of the platforms that we have below. Click on the links below for any other platforms you can listen to. Thank you. Subscribe. Rate it. And if you have anything, man, you want to holler at me, any criticism, anything you want me to talk about, hit me up on Twitter, man. My link to Twitter is below. Shoot me a message. Leave your comments in either any of the platforms. Hey, man, I'm here to talk sports, baby. Average Joe style, man. From the average Joe to the average Joe. So, thank y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Your boy is signing off. Peace.
Oh.